What is up? I totally broke everything. I had to fix it. I updated OBS and it killed the little vertical stream scene thingy. So I hope I put it back together proper like we're about to find out. So alright, let's see. I got a notification? Okay, give me a notification, cool. Hey, what's up, Crazy Tay? Yeah, bro. Is my mic on? Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, Crazy Tay? Yeah, my mic's on. It's been a while, bro. It's been a while. Oh, man. I fucking... Oh. I got it up. It's okay. Don't run away. It's okay, I got it. My music stand. I put the phone on, just fell apart. Okay. This poor fucking book. It's seen better days. It's been a while, bro. How you been? What was going on with you, man? Bumbleclot. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I listen to fucking black metal and death metal and do kung fu. It's fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, cool. So you guys, he's still at the trick-or-treating age? That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, I love kids, you know, as long as I can give them back. You know what I mean? Like, hanging out with kids once in a while is okay, you know? But too much, I can't deal with it. I just can't. That's awesome, man. It's nice that people are actually still taking care of, taking the kids out and doing that kind of shit, and they haven't lost their complete minds. Yo, there's been some crazy AI guitar backing tracks that it's really like we're cooked, man. We're cooked. Like, the computers are playing better than bands, and they're writing songs in like 10 seconds. It's fucking terrifying. I'm gonna play this one. I was working on it yesterday. I'm gonna play it tonight because it's fucked. There's this channel, Band Vinyls, and another one. But look up Dragon Shaft and Erectica, and it's just like you have to see it to believe it. Okay, just Dragon Shaft. I think it's she swallows dragon cum or something, like something messed up. It's insane because like the level of parody that the AI is doing so well, it's bananas. Yeah, Dragon Shaft and Erectica, bro. I was pissed myself. It's terrifying how good the AI is right now. Like, the only way to compete is to, like, do shit that's not human. Okay, let's see. No. Igor? No. No, I need to check that out. I like how we just have, like, 20 people come in. And it must be they're, like, all friends to, like, download my shit, or just, like, because you all come at the same time and leave at the same time. They do this every day. You get 20 people to come in and leave, like, immediately. So, like, it's like a little fucking gang-stalking download party. Hold on a second. Where are we here? I need to find something easy to warm up with, because I don't want to hurt my fucking self. I always say that, and I find something stupid. I don't even know who that is. I haven't really been listening to music, especially since I got blacklisted from the interwebs. You know? Well, that's not good. Some fucking contact cleaner soon. do this. Grease. I need to fucking stretch my hands, man. I played a lot last night. Last couple of days, I just played a lot. I know that I'm just gonna hurt my little piggies, my little fingertips if I don't stretch properly, warm up proper. Gotta do your finger rolls, your fucking stretchies. Oh. Okay. Was it that terrible? Was that bad? Looking at that's shitty? Okay. Alright, how long is this fucking thing gonna go? I'm not playing this for 10 fucking minutes. Let's do this one. Woo! This is bothering me. So this is only over here. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, I know this one. Okay. a Wednesday? So your brother's on a Wednesday then, right? Hump day. Hope you get laid. Happy premature birthday. Autism. Wishful thinking. Everybody hopes on a Friday to get the fuck off the whole week, right? I mean, that's what I want to do. Oh boy. Alright, what's next? Melodic heavy metal in D minor. Let's try it. Didn't you have a sister? You're the one that had a sister that came in afterwards and told me that, like, I thought you were a boy, and I found that you were a girl, and it's because your sister told me. Mormons? Oh, God. Alright, as long as I'm not getting in trouble. Well, as long as your mom and your dad say you're allowed to hang out here, it's okay. As long as you get a permission slip from mom. Welcome back. Did you get permission slip from mom to hang out? Florida. Have the same trip, bro. That's your cat? Oh my god. It's so hard to see on my phone. He's so cute. I mean, almost as cute as my cat, because, you know. Almost as cute. But you have a safe trip. Don't be falling or doing nothing stupid there. I hope you enjoy the Floridas. Wait, weren't you No, you're not the one that was from Tennessee, from Memphis. Was that you? Or was that the other person? Somebody else that said from Memphis, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, Florida's awesome in the winter. Other than that, Florida sucks. It's flat. And it's fucking hot. And it's stupid. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, this is not good. I fucked this finger up yesterday doing some crazy bendy upside down shit. Oh wait, I think this is the fucking track. This is the one. This is the fucking crazy AI track. Let's see if I can remember what I did last night. Okay, hold on. Let's try it. Let's try it. I think I know where I am. This track is scary. Let's try it. I know what to do, I think. I also fucked up the camera angle. I gotta make sure it's set back up right. I forgot, cause yeah, I just fucked everything up. I forgot about that. I didn't even check. This is supposed to be over here. And you're okay, Appa. Just chill. Alright. I'm gonna try to fuck this up. I'm gonna fuck it up properly. Okay, let's do this. For real this time. Let's try. I hit my volume on. Gotta do that one a couple more times. I want to get it so like it actually sounds like a song. And post it and see what happens. first try. That's what I'm saying, fucking... surprised. Alright, after that shit. Happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. Cool! Oof. Well, at least my little cat friend had some politeness to her. Other than the fucking retards on the internet. What's this? Who the fuck is this? 2000. Fucking. Who the fuck is this? Oh, that's some ghetto shit right here. How does this have 100 viewers? It's like literally out of tune. How come all the biggest streams are always out of tune? When I go and check, they're playing like literally out of tune. Okay, at least this guy's not playing out of tune. He's playing some gay stuff, but at least he's playing decent. This guy is fucking ugly looking. I don't know. I can't wait to fucking be out of this YouTube world. It's so fucking lame. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's try this song again now that my hands are rusted. should cheat with the string beat on, but I'm not going to. I mean, I think that was pretty decent. This was worth a fucking like from one person. It was pretty fucking rough. I was impressed with myself for a second. For a quick second, I was impressed with myself. I think I did pretty fucking well. Oh my god. Well, I think I've proven that hard work, consistency, and not being ugly is a recipe for failure in the internet. That's just one again. Is it raining? What the fuck is that sound? Oh, rain continuing to 2 a.m. Okay. I'm like, what is that fucking pounding? It's literally rain. Okay, try again. Hey, Apple. almost had it. I don't think anybody's here, right? I'll fucking just do the same 2 tracks again because I want to fucking beat the AI. I'm gonna beat the fucking AI. boy. Yes, Appa. I know. I'm gonna go one more time, and then we'll go watch TV and I'll eat Chinese food with you. Okay? Okay. I know, buddy. We'll hang out. Okay? One more time. Okay, Appa? All right. Actually, I want to do it with the string mute and see if it's any better. Let's see. If everybody else can fake their play, I can use the string mute. It's not really cheating. That fucking last one fucked me up. What's up, Ryan? Try this fucking crazy thing. Oh, what's going on, man? I want to do this other one again. It's like I just want to get this. I don't get this one perfect. This is bothering me. It bothers me. This AI jam track's coming out, and they're getting ridiculous. And you know, it's fucking. It's bringing out my autism. It's bringing out my autisms. Give me 30 seconds. 1 second here. Okay. We do it. We do the thing. We do it one more time. One more time, the fucking AI brings out my autism. AI is autism inferno. Fucking autism inferno. What up, all these are fucking AI, and like compared to like they do this in 10 fucking seconds, and it's like ridiculous. They all have this crazy. It's just epic. It's just epic. I like it. I want to try to be the first one to come up with something that like sounds like decent and post it, because it's ridiculous. Seriously. We're fucking cooked. This guy did something crazy. We're going to be able to fucking keep up just to like bring the level of playing to a place that's retarded, and that's like what I'm trying to figure out, because if the AI is so good, and it's not even, it's going to get better. That's the scary part. The only way left to be like decent or make it as a musician is to be able to play stuff that's so outlandish and so fucking sounding fake. And being able to pull it off in real life, because there's so many people who are faking shit. But to be able to actually pull off like retarded, crazy stuff. Break the veil? No. What do you mean? Yeah. How do you break the veil? Like, what do you mean? The veil of like psychic consciousness? I already gave a whole lesson on that. I'm talking about like that veil. I gave a fucking 10-hour dissertation on my channel. If you want to talk about that stuff. Well, if you really want to go there, the first thing is like, Zen Buddhism. You got to think of like the stuff like from a physical thing, like a computer system, right? And what does Zen really teach you? Zen Buddhism's first level is like teaching you that you're your observer mind, right? Not the thoughts or images that come in your brain. That's the ego mind. That's a computer program. So until you can separate you listening to your thoughts and perceiving thoughts as you as an individual versus the ego that's like, it's almost like having a multiple personality. Every single person on the planet, from a Buddhist perspective, has a multiple personality syndrome, like a disorder, right? From the Buddhist perspective. Using Qigong to, of course, you should always, you have to get in the zone, the Mushin, the Zen place. So if you don't have, this is the hardest thing to really explain, because if you don't really understand this, that you have to think of your body as an AI computer system, and that's your thoughts. And that's why in the Buddhism, they always say the monkey mind. If you really don't understand the separation and can like watch that and separate it and be distinct from it, you can't really go and do anything else. Because you have to be able to train that ego program to read the frequencies and display it in a way that makes sense. And if it's just running on autopilot and you think you're that thing, it's all fucked. Well, it's not non-dual, because everything in the physical reality is duality, right? It is what it is. It's sitting in the middle place where you're just watching the duality. So it's like you're because the observer can't be anything. The observer just observes. So there is no left, right, up, down. But in the physical reality and the ego mind perception, it is duality. And that's the duality of duality. It's like there is duality and there's no duality at the same time. And these two truths are parallel, and that's what makes it hard for Western minds to understand. But until you can really feel the separation and like be aware that you're not that, that's like the first level, because like that's where like all like your higher level ability comes from. And when it comes to like martial arts, music, any sport, you have to get in the zone. And what's really the zone? Is the zone is when the observer mind is the body's so overactive that it shuts down the ego mind, the energy go mind, and then it's just like the governors on the limiters in your nervous system gets shut down. So like you can go up like crazy levels. Yeah, the thing that cannot be named. You know, like the eternal Tao, the Tao that can be named is not the eternal Tao. Yes. The thing that it is can't be labeled in English language, but the procedure can. But the experience, you can't explain it, the experience. You have to feel it. But you can explain the way to get there, like, you know, very, very distinctly. If you can trick yourself to recognize you're not your thoughts, and then separate them and watch them, the next level is getting the fucking ego mind to interpret psychic readings, which are just signals, energy, you know? Because you gotta think about it. In order to work in reality, if every single person didn't have some psychic precognition, you'd be running into trees all the time. Half of our experience in the reality is predicting what's about to happen before it happens. You know what I mean? Like when you're driving, there is a predictive model in the back of your brain. You want to call it psychic, you want to call it math. You're predicting the future a couple of steps ahead. Otherwise, you'd be walking into shit all the time. You won't be able to catch a ball. You won't be able to spar. You won't be able to hear music. You have to have a predictive model, right? So, like for instance, it's like, you know, one's a physical attribute where it's how fast can you process information, right? So if I'm doing a jam track, like how many frames a second am I processing that information, you know? And that's why it's like you play slightly behind the beat so you have time to think, but to the average person, they think you're right on it because time is dilated, you know? That's the first thing of the veil, because the veil is a physical thing. Or you can just die. That's one way to do it. You know, like you could, that's how I did it. I got killed several times, came back. Like literally, you know, I saw the light, went to the other place, came back. Oh. I have the scars on the fucking t-shirt to prove it. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, this is a funny thing about, like, in Buddhism, Tao is in Christianity, it says, thou shalt not kill. No, there's no reason to kill your ego. It doesn't make any sense. What you have to do is detach from it and understand that you're not that thing. Like, you know, that's why a lot of people have a lot of trouble understanding me, because they can only understand from this place of programming. So they have to like put like these little boxes on everybody, and they don't understand. You know, like, oh, you're supposed to be a Tai Chi guy, you have to act like this. Oh, you're a musician, you can't do this. So, you know, like, they have all these weird, like, you know, it is what it is. You shouldn't kill anything. That's the whole point, unless there's no other choice. The ego is it's just a fucking puppy. You know, you could think of the ego mind as a dog that wants to play fetch. And it's constantly there to play fetch for you. And the reason why people will go into like rumination and have problems, like, for instance, you go and try to pick up a girl, right? And, you know, she disses you, says, oh, you have a big nose, fuck off. And you go, oh man, that felt like shit. And then the ego mind's like, oh, you want memories that feel like shit? Remember in the 3rd grade when you talked to fucking Mary Sue Johnson and she said that you had a little pee-pee and you had big feet, you know? And then like, oh, but remember that time? And then like the dog ego mind playing fetch, and it's gonna keep playing fetch and running on its own, and you think that's your thoughts. So nobody taught people how to train the logical and emotional mind to work for the superconsciousness. And that's where things get fucked up. That's the fucking problem. If you understand that the ego mind's a dog playing fetch that was never trained to sit the fuck down and not pee on the carpet, then you have problems with everything else. And that's some high-level ninja knowledge. You know, treat your mind as a dog that needs to be trained. You know what I mean? And the dog is going out of this, you're like, sit the fuck down, shut up, stop being a bitch. Well, yes, because that's why I'm saying that's where the resistance comes from. The ego is an AI computer system, like a biological AI that's there to serve the body machine to keep you alive. It has a self-defense program. If it thinks you're attacking it, it wants to fucking like attack. And this is why, like, if you see all these fucking crazy liberals that, like, if you talk to them about like an argument, for instance, like, I don't believe this thing, like, and they say like, you know, whatever, like, there's 72 genders, I just don't want to deal with it. You're a Nazi, I hate you, I want you to die. Why? Because self-hypnosis, they say, I am a Democrat, liberal, communist, what the fuck I am. I am. Their ego mind creates this shell program. And then when you go against one of their critical factor problems, that their little points, you know, like, I love Kamala Harris. Like, Kamala Harris is a fucking retarded fucking bitch that was installed. You have to die! Because if they're wrong, then their ego's foundation is wrong, and then it thinks that survival's at stake. Most people can't take being wrong. Or, like if you're different than them, they compare themselves to you, and their ego's like, well, if he's better than me, then I'm worse, and that means I'm dying. You know? Well, I mean, so I can tell you that, like, you really understand that this shell program, ego, wants to survive, and it doesn't understand the difference between an imaginary threat or a real threat. It feels it the same. Like when you watch a movie, people cry at movies or they get scared at fucking horror films, whatever. Because the ego mind sees pictures in your brain the same way it sees reality pictures. It doesn't know the difference. So when you're in an argument with a person who's under the veil of consciousness, where they're just NPCs or like you're people who are half asleep walking around with these ego programs, I am a Democrat, I am a Republican, I am a Christian, I am a Satanist, I am. When you go against the I am principle, the ego thinks it's dying and wants to resort to fucking fighting. So when you're dealing with Buddhism and training Buddhism, and you're saying, I gotta shut my ego down and kill my ego, your ego's like, fuck you, I'm not letting you do that. You're gonna die without me. That's what it means. That's what I'm trying to get at. So the way to do it is to not kill it, is to train it and to explain and actually, talk to the self through the self, which sounds crazy, right? You have to grab that mind and talk through it to it, which sounds weird. It's like a thought experiment, a thought loop. and you argue with it inside, like, you got to calm down because and this is the program we're running to make this stronger. So we're going to strengthen you. Okay? Like, you have to teach the ego mind to shut down, and not to shut down in a way where it's not aware, but to not use the same programs that are ineffective. So you have to actually, it's like, it's a form of self-hypnosis, basically. You have to reprogram the brain. And you do that from the ego, the superconscious taking through the ego mind, because you can control the words that's spoken, or you can let it go and it runs on its own. And knowing the difference between observer thoughts, like when you take the interface and you say, I want to say this, rather than the ego mind saying, Kamala Harris, people, communism, Charlie Kirk bad, Orange Man bad. You know what I mean? Well, the thing is this, if you were to actually kill the ego, you wouldn't be able to run the machine. The ego is energy goes, right? Where your mind, the Shen Yi's mind energy goes, it controls all these systems. It helps, it has to deal with your motor skills, speech functions, accessing memory. It's like what's that movie, 2010 Space Odyssey? Hello, Dave. Like the fucking AI computer on the machine. That's what it is. Well, that's another problem. I say is like, if you fight the ego mind, it's going to resist harder. It's literally just accept that it's there, and say say to yourself, okay, this isn't useful. And once you program, the ego starts to understand, oh, I'm not being a good dog, because the ego mind is a computer system dog that's there to retrieve information and to bark at enemies and things like that. You know what I mean? So if it's not trained when to respond, just like a dog, it's gonna do stupid shit. It's gonna shit in the carpet of your mind. It's gonna attack random people because you're a Trump supporter, rah! You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, anger is not a bad thing. Anger is bad when it's not in the right place. When it's for stupid shit that doesn't matter, or when it's uncontrolled. You have to be able to turn your anger on and off like a switch. As a martial artist, you have to be able to go from being extremely peaceful to a fucking demon, right? The demon heart, Buddha fucking, the demon heart, Buddha hand, no good. But the thing is, everyone's worried about you have to be this perfect. No, and it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Kill your ego, give yourself a fucking lobotomy. It's stupid. Just give yourself a lobotomy. If that's the point of religion and Buddhism, is to give yourself a lobotomy and live like this, then what's the point? That's not a life that anybody should be living. You train so that you can use the things you need when they're needed. Like that fire energy, the anger energy is protective. It helps you. It makes you fucking, it makes you go, or it can consume you. But if you resist it, that's when you get problems because it's natural. The ego mind, needs to express those things. Otherwise, you will die. If you don't get angry at but the problem is if you get angry at the wrong things, you can die. But anyway, the whole point is if you're just gonna sit there and dwell on the fact, oh, I got angry, I'm a bad person, or you're always judging the ego. It's no, it's gonna resist and it's gonna persist, and then you're gonna never get to the place where you're in the zone, because that's the whole goal, right? Is performance, whether it's that boost your stats. Can you switch on to that fucking equilibrium? Is it a movie Equilibrium with the gun kata? That's what it's like. When you get to a place, it goes beep, and everything's that's what it feels like. Well, it's not foolishly trying to chase it. It's you can't chase it. It's just there. And the thing is, like, we're always in a flow state, but where are we flowing in alignment? Because you gotta remember, like, the duality of your ego mind versus the superconsciousness, right? And there's a place in between. Are you allowing the ego mind to run rampant and and now you're basically half asleep following the ego mind, or can you shut that down to the point where you're both concentrating on the same target? And that's what it really is when the ego submits to the will of the oversoul and they're vibrating at the same frequency, looking at the same thing. That's all it is. So it's like you get into the flow state by hyperfixation, right? So it's like, for instance, like you're playing an instrument or you're doing qigong, right? When you do chanting, you lock the body so the body cannot sin. You speak the mantra so the mouth cannot sin. You look at the fixed point so the eyes cannot sin. You listen to the mantra so you cannot sin. You burn the incense so you cannot smell the sin. And you're locking all the senses, right? Well, sin's a sine wave, right? So you lock the senses in overload so that the ego mind is so fixed on all these things it can't do anything else. And then at that point you can separate the oversoul watcher guy. You know what I mean? So the trick is to lock all your five senses on a single point so that the ego gets overloaded and you can get to the flow state anytime. Because, like, for instance, you're doing Tai Chi, all you have to do is feel your feet, feel your hands, stare at a point, breathe, and listen to yourself breathing. And all of a sudden you get locked in. But you have to be able to understand that practice, like, you know? To lock everything in place. So if I'm playing guitar, to get into that zone, you know what I mean? You have to lock everything in. You're listening, you know, you're breathing, the whole fucking thing. Yes, sin is a sine wave, right? It's because what's the nature of reality, right? It's basically on off, on off, on off. Like the real Tao is just everything is yang, and then yin is void. Yin isn't like negative, female, but no. The yang is everything, and yin is the everything. In the grand scheme of the universe, until you get into the physical reality. Then you can say, okay, we have positive, negative, this and that, but in the grand scheme of reality, it's just you're seeing and then you don't exist. You can't even say it. So you can't even speak the thing. And that's why when you get past non-duality, it's still duality. Because non-dual is all things are yang, and then the blink is yin. Right? So the nothing, like the no thing, is everything when you blink. You know? And that's the place where the zone is. And the way they trick yourself into getting there is to remember that the five senses have to be locked in one position. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to chase a thing, you have to find a mechanism to turn the thing on. It's a tool, it's a switch, but I have to kill my ego, and I have to meditate with my feet up here, and my nose like this, and my hand on my balls, and go like this, and I'll get to the Zen place. And then you get these fucking arrogant people who they all talk all these things, and they can't produce anything from it. Well, because it's just neuroscience, like, you know, like all these religious things that were just, you know, science and metaphor, you know, that's all it is. It's not like woo-woo. It's fucking just how your brain works. Like hypnotherapy, same idea. You know, you can force the Mushin state. Yeah, so I mean, like, if you ever felt like the flow state of time dilation, you can just turn that on whenever it's needed. You know what I mean? And being able to turn it on faster and faster. You know? And that's the thing that people don't understand. Because, you know, most people can't see past their own experience, so they can't ever understand. Like, that's why you never fuck understand anybody. Because people think of me, I'm like the nicest. In real life, I'm the quiet, nice guy. No one ever expects anything. And then there's a switch that goes on, and it's like, you really want to fuck with John Wick? it's not my fault. It's a program switch. It's like a fucking robot comes out. And then you can basically program anchors, like certain responses will bring you back to the place faster and faster. So like when you see me sparring with people, like it's a switch. It goes, I'm teaching. It's not me. It's a fucking artificial intelligence computer simulation. Anybody that's in any kind of military or any kind of real hardcore training, it's like there's a programmed fucking Manchurian candidate type of thing. It just switches on. And the more you train like that, the more you can get to that place faster and faster and faster to the point where you need it, But being in an endless flow state and to be able to interact with reality that way would require you to program the ego mind with enough OODA loop packages. For instance, like having automated programs. Like if I'm playing guitar, right, I have like several hundred miniature programs that know how to respond to certain stimulus. Like I press a button in my head and it plays, So, for instance, like when you do martial arts, karate, for instance, the reason you wear the uniform, you have these rituals, it's hypnosis. Same as the military, right? You bow a certain way, you tie the belt the same exact way every time, you do this whole ritual. Modern schools don't have this. It's not as hardcore. But all these response, they trigger, like they anchor a fucking program in your brain. So learning how to take advantage of this anchoring mechanism is really important because you can learn to switch on to anything. You know what I mean? As long as you can see the program, see like what it is. But if you can figure out the mechanics of it, then you could do anything. But the problem is, who wants to do this psychonautic shit where you're going into your own mind and like doing some crazy fucking ninja experiments for fucking years, Nobody wants to live that life, and they can't even accept that the life exists. And then when you go looking for it, you're gonna get a lot of fake people who they wear the yellow robes, but they're fucking scumbags. Everybody's like, oh yeah, most of these fucking influencer people that talk about like martial arts and Buddhism are fucking phony as fuck. Even the ones with some skills. It's a lot of pretentious bullshit. Well, loneliness comes from when the people you care about don't give a fucking shit about you. That's loneliness. Being alone isn't lonely, and it's when you understand that the people you care about don't give a fuck about you. That's where loneliness comes from. Being alone doesn't make you lonely. You know what I mean? But it's hard when you want to confirm your reality externally. There's this guy, what the fuck was his name? Something, the Red Pill coach. He got fucking killed by the fucking Ukrainian government during the fucking war over there. He was living there, and he was reporting the fucking news, and the Ukrainian government fucking assassinated his ass. But he had this story. Oh yeah, I please, you know how many people, oh, you're crazy, you're this, you're that. I'm like, look, I mean, getting called crazy by fat, ugly people who eat fucking dead animals, who worship fucking weird gods that they fucking sacrifice and drink blood to, fucking let them call me crazy. They're miserable fucking people. So what's the fucking point of caring about what any of these people think? And this is getting to my point. So, Gonzalo Lima, what was his name? He had this story. He was talking about, he was walking his dog once, and as he's walking down the street, him and the dog are chilling, and then a car backfires, pop, and they both jump and scared, and then he looks at the dog, and the dog looks at him, and he's looking at the dog, and the dog's like, did you see that? And he's like, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? And they're looking at each other. Even with an animal, like an appa, you're not an animal appa, but you know what I mean. There's a communication that happens to confirm reality. Like, holy shit, did you see that? Did you understand? Yeah, I saw that. It makes you feel like, oh, okay, I'm grounded. you know. And whenever you elevate to another place, the people that you were with, they're not gonna understand, you know. And you leave them, like it's just no, you know. So anybody who's ever been on the real martial art path or the fucking spiritual path is always very lonely. You know what I mean? In the sense that you have to do it alone. You know, most people couldn't survive the training I went through. They fucking lose their mind. But to worry about the judgment of people calling you crazy, like, look at the people that they call you crazy. They're fucking miserable. You know, they're fucking miserable people. I mean, everybody who's ever called me crazy and said, "Oh, you're this, you're that," like, cause look, I've predicted the future several hundred times on the internet, right? To the day, you know. And now those people are just running away scared at this point because they know, like, it's just, at this point they know something that they're, you know, they're fucked. But I've been called crazy and, you know, stupid and none of this works and, you know, why don't you eat meat? Why don't you do this? Like, remember, I've been vegetarian for almost 30 years. It wasn't cool. There was no fucking communist vegetarian people. There was no fake meat anywhere. Like, it was gay. Like, you know, like... So, like, I've been dealing with this my whole fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, why you're a Buddhist? You do that kung fu stuff? You don't eat meat? You do that. What do you think? This ain't saddest ways from the path, but damn, it would be great if people would train with... Yeah, it would be, but, you know, like my master said to me, I had to stay to prepare the people for the Dharma ending age. This is the age where the fucking demons take over, and it's like, it's a spiritual fucking war, and you gotta, like, get your shit together. There's nothing you can do about it. The Alex Jones. What do you mean, like Alex Jones? What? I got a little sidetracked there. Oh, yeah. Gotta plug my phone in. It's about to die. There we go. You see? Oh, yeah. No. I'm more like Madame Cleo or Walter Mercado. No, I got like fucking autistic prophecy level. I predicted the lockdowns. I predicted fucking all kinds of crazy events. I predicted the fucking Israeli war. The war. There's a 6-part or 8-part series, the War Angel streams on my channel, and you watch that from beginning to end. You know, I predicted a lot of things to the day. I predicted people eating themselves in the fucking like literally cannibalism, fucking on the news broadcast. Like I predicted a lot of things. Yeah, there is definitely, and make sure you're not in restricted mode because you know God only knows how many things they're hiding on my channel. But there's playlists, War Angel streams on my, where I talk about the channeling, how to do channeling, how to do meditation, all the weird stuff, how I did it. So this way, there's a record of me doing it, and no one could say whatever. Because people like to say, "Oh, you're crazy," because they're too lazy to train. You know. You can't do this. You can, like, watch me fucking do it. You think I'm fucking bullshit trying to stop me. Thank you. Thank you, sir. But yeah, no, it's all very real shit. I mean, it's all backed by science. And like, you're crazy. You're schizophrenic. You're weird. You're this. I'm like, you know, live in fucking delusion. You know, you're a miserable cunt who, you know, has no... I mean, would you rather live in a world with fucking, you know, the possibility of magic where you have something to strive to, or a world where you're sitting there cynical as fuck and you just put these limitations on yourself, you don't even try, and it'll just be miserable till you die? You know, you're living on a spinning rock, your life has no fucking value, you have no, you know, no abilities whatsoever, nothing's ever real, you know, you suck. Just die. That's basically what these people that call people crazy are like. I mean... Most magic is just things that people do understand from science, right? Like, conjuring, like they call it, like the little CIA has all this fucking like documents they released about all this stuff about how reality works, and it's all witchcraft. It's all fucking witchcraft. Like remote viewing. What's remote viewing? It's fucking psychic predictions. It's fucking like it's psychic shit. Like it's like literally been proven. But they're like, you're crazy. You're a schizophrenic. Like, what's the fucking point? Like, arguing with those fucking people is stupid. They want to be miserable, let them be miserable. Ancient Greek what? I don't know if that's exactly correct. Like, pharmakia is definitely a form of witchcraft. I think there's another word for it also. There's another thingy. I forgot what it was. But yeah, it's like another word. I forgot. He's fucking exhausted. But I mean, look, I'd rather. Like my master said to me, I asked him like, "How do you know? Like, why do you choose Buddhism?" He goes, "If I gamble death, I gamble with the Buddha." And it's like, I was in Pure Land and Chan Buddhism, which is different than what most people understand. Like the Buddhas that we we deal with have nothing to do with humans. Like the Buddhas are from a different dimension. So Amitabha Buddha is completely different than the stories of the Indian Buddhas that people talk about. And would you rather live this life where, if you, do the practice and you live a decent life, you have these ancestors and like, otherworldly beings that at the time of your death will snatch you so you don't have to come back to the shithole. I mean, even if it's not true, at least it like gives you a way to live a decent life and to be healthier, Rather live that life than be a fucking miserable cunt, communist scumbag. I mean, that's just me. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's just fucking miserable. It is what it is. What are we going to do, I actually feel bad for these people. They're just miserable fucking people. I actually feel for them. But I'm not going to get in the way of their suffering because they want to suffer. They need to learn. I mean, I can see how, like, when you say it's lonely, it's like, yeah, it would be nice to have people, because, like, you understand, like, most of my real training was alone, like, hardcore. Like, I go train with my masters, whatever, and then, after that, you're expected to train by yourself. Like, as always, here's the lesson, go practice, and then you get sent off, and you gotta go practice, and, like, as people understand, like, I just train my forms every single day alone, every day for 20-something years. Like, a Tai Chi form, I would do that shit 6 times a day. Like, I run to the park. Yeah, otherwise it's nihilism, exactly. But going back to your point about, like, the loneliness about it, it's not the word is the problem. It's not lonely, It's... Solitude is not always lonely, but sometimes it would be nice to have somebody to, confirm your reality, like the dog. It makes you feel more grounded. But the only way to mastery is to walk by yourself. Like, you're never going to get to that. Everybody who's really, really got it down are the ones who walk the path, the corridor alone. You got to go through the gauntlet alone. Like, you go to your master for training. I always tell my students, every time I saw them, like, I'm just a tour guide. I've been up the mountain, you know what I mean? I know how to get you to the top of the mountain, but you have to walk up the mountain alone. I'll meet you at waypoints, and I'll make sure you're on the right track, and I'll meet you there. You know what I mean? But I'm already on the top of the mountain. I'm calling down to give you directions, and I'll check at different stages. But if you're not walking the mountain, you're not walking the mountain. It is what it is, you know? And that's why a lot of these guys are hating on me so much. They can't comprehend what I did. You know what I mean? There's one fucking troll. He's going, how'd you become Grand Master? He goes on the Tai Chi United page and goes to see for Shirley. He's like, do you know who is this guy? Where did he get his credentials? Did you even check first? How did he become Grand Master? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, that's exactly it. But there's people who, they don't even think the mountain's real. And like, you know, you go to the fucking one guy who's climbed like several of the mountains up and down, you know, like can carry people up them already, and you question his authority because you're too fucked in the head to do it yourself and you can't comprehend it, you know? That's what you're dealing with. Is your master out of here? My master's dead. But Tai Chi, my Tai Chi instructors, I had so many different Tai Chi instructors. That's the thing about Tai Chi. Like, you know, I started off with William Chen's school, and then I wound up with Chen Manqing's lineage. And these are like two very high level guys. And then after that, once I realized that Chen Manqing, William Chen form isn't the real form, and the 24th form, all this is all into real forms, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I really want, I was pissed off. So I'm like, I'm going to find the real shit. You know? So I just went on a ninja mission, you know, like the Yasha, like fucking, like, there's like in Japanese and Chinese culture, there's folklore where, and that's another thing. When I was younger, I just used to say, well, if I want to be a legend, I have to train like the legends, right? So I used to just do what the legends said. And I went on the martial pilgrimage, and I would go alone and just go, you know, sparring random people, taking lessons from random masters, like, you know, all kinds of, I did this like fairy tale ninja path. Oh no, I haven't trained with anybody in 6 years. Right, since 2019 is the last time I trained with anybody. Because I was in fucking on the mountain, then I was in the fucking farmlands, I was fucking middle of nowhere. I got dumped in the middle of nowhere. I almost died 3 times. Fucking hit, like. That's why, honestly, why I've been, you know, hanging out drinking so much, because I survived some shit. You know, and like, this is like my party. Like, you know, I was like, I'm still alive. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, well, it's kind of what happened. It's kind of what happened, you know? Like, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. You know, people will fly out to train with me once in a while. I teach online. But I mean, I already got, like, you know, ninth dan in my karate. You know, I already learned the whole system. I was teaching that system for 20 fucking years. I started teaching in 1995, right? I was a red belt when I opened my first school. My teacher, when we opened my first school, I was a red belt. I wasn't even a black belt yet. So it was 1995. Yeah, 95. So, I mean, then, like, by 2001, 2002, I was already teaching Tai Chi on the side, you know? So that's why it's kind of funny, you know, ever since the COVID, like all these fucking tool bags came online and talking shit, like, who the fuck am I? I'm like, who the fuck are you guys? You fucking trained like a year or two. You know, you can barely fucking stand upright. You're fucking talking shit like you're fucking, like, somebody. You know? Like, questioning my authority. You fucking idiots. It's just weird. Humans are fucking very strange. Strange fucking animals. It wasn't a transition. One of my teacher's black belts was William C.C. Chen's first certified instructor. And he came to train with us, and then he just said, hey, Dean, let me show you something. And he took a phone book, a big old phone book, put it on my chest, told me to hold it. And I held it, and he just hit me with a hollow fist. And I felt like it was a fucking bomb went over my back. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell's that? That's Tai Chi. I'm like, Tai Chi? What the fuck is, that's Tai Chi? You gotta show me how to do that. So that's how I learned Tai Chi. So I just started doing Tai Chi alongside my karate. Like, just added it in. And I used to do that all the time. I was training, Wing Chun, Dragon Style, Jiu-Jitsu. I used to do everything, but the karate's my base. So that was my main system. The karate was my main thing. And then once I started like doing it, I started saying, okay, this is gonna, hopefully all the damage I'm doing to my body from karate, this is gonna ward it off. You know what I mean? So that when I get older, I won't be all fucked up like everybody else. So I was just doing it alongside, for more of a medicinal purpose, but then also because I was like, okay, that's a fucking cool way to hit people. Palm strikes and like all these other things are really fucking cool. Like, I didn't learn Tai Chi as a grappling art. I learned it as a striking art. I didn't know there was all this push hands and wrestling when I first learned it. So the karate that I learned was a hard, soft style. The way that my master explains it, is a hard, soft, and the Tai Chi's a soft, hard. And they're supposed to, at the end, meet the same place. Now, the one thing about the William Chen and Chen Man Ching style is that it directly relates to the karate I learned. Because the karate I learned is very square. It's not like Shotokan where it's sideways. It's very, very square. So the Chen Man Ching William Chen style literally overlays my karate perfectly. It's like so many of the moves are exactly the same. Like Fair Lady Weave Shuttles, the exact same overhead block. You know what I mean? We have the same palm strike. The punch is exactly the same as reverse punch. There's a lot of the moves that we have are very similar. Single whip is Tsurumaki, knife hand block. So it's like, so the Tai Chi, the way I learned Tai Chi was it fit right over the karate. It was there's a lot of things that are very similar. The main difference is when we the stepping karate we use is like a Bagua mud step, whereas the Tai Chi is like the heel planted to the toe step, and we don't ever use that because when you kick, you'll bust your fucking knees up. You always step toe to heel in the karate style. Doesn't matter which way you're moving. In Tai Chi, you move this way, but you do it backward. The way you step backwards, how we move everywhere in karate. But that was the main difference. Was the feet. But when you do real fa jing, when you throw a punch fa jing, it's the exact same thing as karate. The way I was taught karate. I don't know if this fucking McDojo bullshit, but traditional, classical karate, not traditional. Traditional just means you fucking wear a funny uniform and you bow 3 times, you scratch your balls. I'm talking about classical technique, classical, pre-war, Korean wartime. It's different. You know what I mean? It's very similar because it's all white crane and snake. It's all the same shit. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're really good at Tai Chi, and doing it properly, it'll help any kind of wrestling. Sensitivity training, because it's very similar actually when you know the mechanics. You know what I mean? But most people don't think that far. You know what I mean? They don't think. But I mean, a lot of people, they're very sold on nonsense. They think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is this ultimate martial art and all this fucking shit. I'm like, dude, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu hasn't fucking dominated anything in fucking 20 years. After the first UFC, second UFC, once people saw that shit, they're like, okay. People got the game down. Now it's you have only 3 or 4 moves that really matter. You know what I mean? Everyone's getting fucking stomped in the head or elbowed in the face. You know what I mean? But I always said the escapes, the way that the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because it's not even Jiu-Jitsu, it's Judo. That's another thing. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's not even Jiu-Jitsu. It's fucking Judo. Well, Judo is not Jiu-Jitsu. Judo is, it's like saying Diet Cola is the same as regular soda and diet soda the same, but then let's just give you seltzer. and then say salsa is the same as having Coca-Cola. We've moved it, you know what I mean, so far away that it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's bubbles, but where's the sugar? Where's the fucking coloring? Where's the spices? It's just bubble water. It's not the same. Yes, judo is jujitsu with all of the attacks removed, like all the karate attacks. You know, jujitsu is judo with the karate stuff in it. So I did Aki Jiu-Jitsu for 2 years. So like I did like traditional Aki Jiu-Jitsu, and there is karate strikes and, you know, standing breaks and all these like bone breaking moves and fucking like arm locks and, you know, from the standing to get the guy on the ground while you're on top of them breaking bones and going to another person. It was never like this, I'm gonna lay on my back and hump somebody type of thing. You know, you can't get away with that in real life. It's not gonna work. No. So if I remember correctly, it's going back 30 years, but it was like judo was just jujitsu, all like the attack, and it's like the wrestling of jujitsu. You know, they want to make it like a sport. I mean, you know, judo's fucking bad, and honestly, like, and then so you had like judo like that, the whole system. Then they had a ground form of judo that became Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but it's really Brazilian judo. Like when you bow in jiu-jitsu, this was like the sword and the shield, like the sword in the hand. And it was always to, like, you know, to respect the samurai who fought with the swords, and a lot of the techniques were sword techniques and all this weird shit. So without all these standing moves, it's not jiu-jitsu, you know, but... Yeah, I mean, look, you know, you should always do that. You should always... I mean, like, you have to pick one thing as your base, like what fits your body and your personality, you know? Because you can't learn everything. And the one thing you gotta remember is don't try to change techniques to, like, for instance, like, when I do karate or taekwondo, the kicks that I use are those kicks, right? When I start going into Wing Chun mode, I'm not gonna try to, like, or say like Shotokan style, right? And you have a traditional Korean style kicking, and you have, like, you know, Shotokan type of kicking. You don't try to mix those together in the middle and make a new technique. You know what I mean? That's where you'll fuck yourself up. Especially when, like, you know, these techniques have been, like, tested by guys on humans, and they've killed people with them. You know, like, you know, people get sloppy. They don't understand, like, how technique has to be pure. You know, it has to be tested, and you want to get it from people who've actually used it on people. You're not going to find real martial arts anymore. Like, the old school shit from Vietnam was the end of martial arts. Like, that was the last time a martial art was field tested for real. Everything else is, like, you know, combatives and, like, things that are, like, supplemental to gun use, but, like, the ROK Capital Division, the karate that I learned, was, like, the last karate that was used in the war. And you don't, when you got guys who were in Vietnam killing people with their bare hands and they teach you something, you don't fucking change it. You think you know better. You know? Yeah, there's a technique for certain ranges, but there's a mechanic. Like, I'm not going to try to mix a golf swing and a tennis swing to make a new swing. You know, they're different games. You have to, I'm in tennis mode, I'm in tennis mode. I'm in golf mode, I'm in golf mode. I'm in baseball mode, I'm in baseball mode. You know? So that's what I would explain, you know? Like, but for me, I started off with boxing. And I was boxing for, you know, bare knuckle boxing as a kid. Like, that was a thing. It was a thing. And then I did kickboxing. And then I started doing... Well, actually, no. I was boxing, then I started doing, like, some kind of karate. Maybe, I don't even know what it was. But this exchange student kid, I was like 6, 7 years old, and it was in Queens. And I was his only friend. He barely spoke English. And one day he went to his house, and we were in the backyard, and his father looked like Henzo Tanaka from fucking Bloodsport, bro. It was like, I swear to God. And He goes, "That Kaisho." Oh, you know? And he stands there, and they were just doing construction, he takes a red brick. This kid's like 7 years old. He takes a fucking red brick and puts it on two other bricks and goes, yeah, boom, and breaks his fucking brick. And I went, oh shit, what the fuck is that? You know? So I started learning, like, you know, some kind of karate. I don't know what it was because they barely spoke English, but they started teaching me, like, basic karate stuff. I'm assuming it was karate. Maybe it was goju, fucking, I don't know what it was. Because I don't even remember, I was 7 years old. But I used to go to his house in the backyard, and his dad just showed me, like, little karate moves, you know? And so I mixed that with boxing, and I started beating up the older kids. You know, it was crazy. I was fucking nuts. So I did a little bit of karate, which became kickboxing. I didn't even know at the time. I was young, but I knew how to box already because I was boxing since I was like 4 years old. So I probably trained that kid for a year on and off. Like, you know, I go to the yard and they teach me little things, and and then always fucking fight in the neighborhood, fucking idiots. And I went to. So I really started training when I came, you know, like really, really training in 93. 92, 93. That's where I got into Aki Jiu-Jitsu, and then I went to karate. And that was like the thing. But when I say karate, like, you know, people don't understand what I mean. It's like the Korean karate is a different thing. You know, like what I got was directly from Wangkuk Lee, which is like this really pure version of the style. So it's hard to explain to people because they think and they see the shit in the stores, they don't understand. It's like completely different. It was a wild ride. Life is a fucking trip. Oh yeah, it's possible. Yeah, we have. Well, yes and no. We incorporate ground, but not in the way you would think, because it was a war style. It was made to go to war. It was made to kill people on a battlefield. So the idea is like you're moving in a way where it's like a bolt action rifle, right? And everything you do is like find a weak angle and hit the softest with the hardest shot you possibly can and keep moving. So like you're not supposed to spend more than 3 seconds on an opponent. So the idea is that you have to be able to take this guy out in 3 seconds or less. So as you take somebody to the ground, you're breaking things. When you sweep somebody in the karate, like, you know, we practice it safely, but your goal is to take his head and slam it on the fucking floor. So like when you throw him so his head is the fucking floor. You know, and then you lock the arm, you break the arm and keep moving, stomp his head, keep moving. You know what I mean? It's not a thing where you're allowed to stay on the ground. When we're on the ground, the only thing we learn how to do is how to strike from there to get up and leave. Because you cannot be in a position where you're in a holding pattern. You know what I mean? There's no sustained ground play. There's not even like we do control techniques, but they're literally just there, like as accessories because it's like we roll somebody over and get them in like a rest position. The whole point there is that we're supposed to break the wrist, break the head, and smash the fucking neck. Like it just click, 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 and go. Like the whole training was just murder, death, kill. the whole thing. It's literally just murder, death, kill. It was like guys were using this in Vietnam. There was a Black Belt magazine issue in 1960, whatever the fuck it was, and they were talking about the RK Capital Division. It was one battalion of South Korea with 2 battalions of fucking whatever, and they said that the field was broken bodies. That they're just finding broken bodies. They didn't shoot anybody. A battalion just ran through 2 battalions of fucking dudes and just broke them in half, like smashed them. It's. Yeah, it's that's another thing. Like, you're learning these moves. Like it's trying to like perfect 12 techniques, right? To the point where it's like anybody who gets hit with that is maimed or dead. That's the whole point. Like, you know, like And nobody has that mentality anymore. Like, you know, when your knuckles are like swollen with fucking all kinds of fucking dust on them. Like, you know, you're just machine of killing. People say, oh, karate, no, like if you train karate, like Kyokushin, for instance, is really good style, right? But it's not a war art. It's a sport fighting that can be used for self-defense, but they don't train it for warfare. You know what I mean? Like the Masayama days, like where he was like ripping out bull ribs. Okay, there's dudes that were literally killing bulls with their bare hands. Look it up. Okay, that's a different place. You know, when you're gonna go kill a bull with your bare hands. Okay, like my teacher, and I say this no bullshit. He could take his hand, put it inside you, and rip out your rib. And I'm not saying it like, oh, you do. No, I mean like, he came in the nose and put the bone in his brain. I'm like, no. I'm telling you, this man can take his fingers, put it into your stomach, grab your rib, and rip it out. And I mean this. I mean, strike me down if I'm fucking lying. Okay, like he would break 2 inches of solid wood with his fingertips. Bang! Like, pock! Like, what the fuck? Like, there's crazy levels of power. Crazy levels, fucking, like, it's crazy. That's the one thing I wouldn't do, is break my fingertips. Because I didn't want to have that mangled fucking, he had mangled hands. Yeah, no, but it's a different level, man. Like, it's a different level. Like, I've seen, like, you know, the secret sword hand breaking river rocks. Like, just breaking fucking rocks with your fingers. It's like crazy shit. Crazy shit. And that's the thing, like, this is what these guys were doing. Like, you know, that's another thing. Like, you see these people from, like, the silent generation, like, some of, like, the end of the older boomers. They were built different, bro. They didn't look big, but let me tell you something. I worked in gyms with like professional fucking bodybuilders and fucking powerlifters, and I've felt people, and I haven't felt anyone who's like from the millennials after who ever had that just feels different. Like they weren't as big, but there was something when they grab. I can't explain. It's like a fucking pit bull. Like you could feel the way that it feels when they grab you is different. Like even the strongest guys today, it just doesn't feel the same. The bones don't feel the same. The mat, it just feels different. I can't even explain it. Oh yeah, farmer strength is real, but it's more than that. It's like the tendons, like. When I was working at Equinox, so I'm at the fucking train at the highest level, like the superstar fucking people, all this shit. And I'm talking about like jack motherfucking guys, the jack, and I would just grab them, and I can tear the muscle off their body. Like when you walk, I don't look as big as I am on camera, right? I'm 6'3", 210 pounds, you know. But back then I was 225. There's a picture of me on Community Tab. I was fucking jacked. But I was jacked, and if you touched me, it felt like you were hitting a wall. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like brick. And then other guys, they look big, but you grab them, and it's like they're soft. You know what I mean? Like, they're soft. It's not the same. It's just, they're built different. And like, another thing, like, you know, I do the Tai Chi, I'm doing it because I'm trying to make myself into this iron like robot guy. You know what I mean? So like I'll look like I'm soft, but if you touch me, it just feels like you're hitting this wall. You know? They don't train that. Yeah, if you do rock climbing, you'll understand what I mean. It's like you have tendon strength. It's different. It's a different kind of strength that they don't understand. It's a completely different thing. Like that would be the closest thing I can describe the difference in power. Like if you're like a rock climber, or you do like, you'll have that feeling in your hands when you grab somebody. You'll have that thing, but something changed genetically, man. Like I know that even though I was like super high level, like I beat a lot of guys and really got, you know, like, I know the people who trained me that were fucking terrifying, fucking terrifying. I can't even express it. Because it just sounds like bullshit. It just sounds like bullshit. But I've seen some shit, bro. I've seen some shit. Like, fucking kidding me, man? And I've done some shit. Like, you know, I was pretty fucking, you know, even like now, my skills are pretty up there. But there are some fucking dudes, the old dudes, man. When you, like, and there wasn't a lot of them, but when you fucking met one of these freaks, you're like, oh, fuck. It was a trip. It was a trip. But I watched the generations get weaker and weaker. And it's hard to even express. They're not going to, you know, it's like, people, there's no point in explaining it, these people. That's why I trained for my revenge tour. You know, I'm trying to get back in shape, because somebody's going to have to get the ass beat. All these trolls, they keep fucking trolling. Someone's going to have to get the ass beat. Yeah, I mean, right now, I'm doing, you know, I'm just doing, like, Tai Chi for the peoples, you know, for the normal peoples now. When it checks. But yeah, Tai Chi United is always classes, you know, and everybody, if you get through all my seminars, you can get invited to come down to the, like, when we do the in-person training. But you have to go through all the seminars first, because otherwise, like, I'm not going to teach that shit 50 times. Like, you have to have the prerequisite. But anybody who goes through all the seminar stuff, they can come down for their in-person training. Because it's just a waste if you don't get at least that much foundational stuff. But I'm also teaching my form now. Sifu Shirley's teaching my forms. So that would be the place to start. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like 8 to 10 hours worth of stuff, but it'll take a couple of months to actually really get it. But because the truth is, like, you know, why would you waste your time? You know what I mean? Where you're just gonna, like, you know, if you don't have, it's just not. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I mean, but, like, you know, you want to at least, like, I tell people, like, you want to at least have, like, if you have the foundational stuff, just go through the foundational stuff and get, you know, and then come, you know, like, you don't go to the master on the mountain, you know, and you haven't even, like, looked at the fucking brochure. I mean, it depends on what your goal is. I mean, you know, there's standing has a place, and it's good for a lot of things, but really understanding good forms and it's another level, because, like, good forms is like playing speed chess. You have to have the knowledge of the moves and have these moves preset, you know, and build the board. The problem is people do meaningless forms, or they just do forms for decoration, or they do empty forms. If you're doing like first, like Yichuan, right? The standing postures in Yichuan, right? Like, you know, that kind of stuff. That's what Tai Chi's supposed to be, but moving. It's like, you know. So if you do the forms with substance, you do them correctly. It's, you know, you can't compare. Because it's teaching you chess game. That's one thing I had, like, problem with, like, a lot of, like, the bigger name guys, the Adam Minzers and those kind of people. Oh, the form doesn't matter. The form doesn't matter. I'm like, bullshit, the form doesn't matter. It only doesn't matter because you're not fighting. You know? Like when it really comes down to it, the fucking forms matter. Like, it's... That's like saying you're a boxer and you did boxing for 20, but now I don't need my drills anymore. Like, you're in your body. Of course you don't need the form anymore. You've already programmed it inside you. You know? But no, you definitely... You shouldn't do bullshit forms. You shouldn't do forms that have no purpose. You shouldn't do forms that you don't see an immediate, oh, there's a use case for that thing. that you don't understand, that no one's going to teach you the reasoning behind the form. Like if you're learning a Tai Chi form, but you don't understand the applications, you don't understand the mechanics, you don't understand how to get the juice, don't fucking do the form. Just do standing. It's stupid. It's stupid. You're going to hurt yourself. And there's very few people that are left that I would say are even remotely qualified to teach Tai Chi. Like, really teach it. And I think, like, Richard Clear is probably, like, one of the few people that I can say legitimately can, like, teaches a pure, like, actual linear to Tai Chi that's, like, legitimate. You know? Like... Yeah, Richard Clear. Like that's the only instructor I can really put, like I would put my stamp of approval and say, yeah, he actually has the real shit, the real juice. You know, I haven't really seen that many of his students like are super great, but it's not his fault. Like, it's hard to find students who will ever stay on the path to be the master guy, you know. But Richard Clear is legit. I've played push hands with him at the meetups. I know his students well. You know, some of my friends. They're good. Like, you know, like Richard Clear is pretty good. Like the only one I could say that actually teaches something that I can relate to as a martial art, like how I would teach. You know what I mean? But my Tai Chi is like a bastard of all the masters I've ever met. You know what I mean? So it's like I just kept fucking adding to the library more every fucking week. I was adding more techniques until the point where like my form is like this crazy fucking chimera form. You know, there's like hundreds of little fucking mini details in the form. It's crazy. I didn't even realize it. Well, I learned like most of my Tai Chi, like the real stuff I got from like walking the corridor, like going to Chinatown, going to the meetups, like picking fights with like random fucking Chinese dudes, like, you know, like literally, like that's how I got it, you know, like I got it on the street and tested it on the street, and that's another thing. Like most people have no idea what real Tai Chi is like in the Chinese communities. They don't understand how it is, how it's played, and they don't understand the culture. They don't know. So like they don't understand how authentic my shit really is, because like I got my shit from these like, you know, sources like in the hood, you know. Motherfuckers right off the boat didn't even speak English. Like you do. You know? But that was my goal. It was like I realized what happened to Tai Chi, how it got like segmented and fucked up. I went on this mission, and it just became my hobby. Just like I'm just gonna go and steal techniques. I'm like, you know, because I'm already fucking like, you know, like nobody can touch me, like, you know, at any moment. So I let people come at me all the time. You know, I was known for that. I was known for like, you want to wrestle, you want to spar, let's go. You know, but I was always like super humble, like, hi, how you doing? Blah, blah. You want to play? But I always knew that at any moment I can like destroy these people. Like, you know, it didn't matter who it was. I'm like, there's none of you gonna stop me kicking you in the fucking face. So if you know, it's like I had no fear of playing against anybody, because I always knew in the back of my mind that if it goes to another level, I always have something more dangerous. Like, it's fucked up to say that, but the people in New York know me, know it's true, and that's how I walked around with balls like this, because I knew, like, if we're going to go to a fucking point where we're going to throw hands, you're going to be in trouble. And that's how I was able to learn so much, because I wasn't afraid. So I would just play with anybody. I would listen, and anybody who could anything, I would just take it. You know, it didn't matter what lineage they were, who the teacher was, who the teacher, I didn't care. You know? Oh, yeah. I was lucky that way. I've actually got to play against like world champion jiu-jitsu guys, like, you know, like, and I actually got set up a couple of times. I didn't even know, like, cause like my friends, they were like big into like wrestling, and like they knew a lot of famous people. So at a bar, I'd go, oh, yo, and like, yo, go show this, man. And like I've had like real deal Greco-Roman, like, you know, fucking like Olympic level, like actually in the Olympics type of shit that like tested me out. And I remember one time I'm with the fucking. It's literally on my channel. I have a video of me talking about this with one of the guys, and we're in this fucking penthouse apartment, like where we just came out from the bar, and the two instructors, the fucking wrestling instructors from the North Atlanta club. These guys like teach the Olympic team, the fucking like judo world champion guy, fucking judo jiu-jitsu world champion, and we're drunk, and these two guys are coming at me, and I'm just throwing them around the fucking for like an hour. We're just laughing. You know, like, that's just what we used to do. It's just fucking, the good old days. All right. Yeah. I know, Appa. I said I was going to hang out with you. I know, buddy. I'm sorry. I know, but I'm talking kung fu stuff. Should I play this track one more time before I go? Let's try it one more time. My fingers are already hurting, but I want to see if I can pull it off. Sorry, Alpha. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm getting that. I kind of have enough parts to there. I think it almost feels like a song. I kind of like, you know, I want to beat the AI. You know? But it kind of sucked because I didn't have enough grease and I felt my fingers pulling. And that one fucking part where the double bass is going. Thanks. Should do this one again? Fucking. This one goes back and forth to this Phrygian thing. This fucked me up last time. This part. Right here. Sit down there. Oh god. So yeah, it fucking it switches. It goes from like it was like a natural minor, and then it goes to like like Phrygian dominant. It has that weird thing. Like that's what I mean. This fucking AI is insane. You know, like it's just fucking insane. And, like this one, we did. This has some weird flat 5 thing. I was trying to chase the other fucking part. So I was trying to chase the fucking other guitar part. So you go, like play like a round or something behind. That was hard. I want to do this one more. I want to beat this AI shit. You know? selfish bastard. I want to try. I want to try to get that to like where I can post it and be like, I did the fucking AI advanced guitar thing, and then I'll fucking quit YouTube and retire. That's fucked up. Close. Close. It's close enough. Fuck. Ugh. But you know how people on the internets are. If it's not perfect, they can be like, you suck. Thanks. I'm afraid to watch it. The problem is AI track. There's so much going on. I'm trying to figure out what to follow, and what's like, you know. And then also like trying to make it so retarded that it's like worth playing. Fuck. It's fucking brain damage. But the point of this whole series of me doing this jam shit was I was showing people I'm gonna get back in shape. You think so? Well, I try. You play guitar. I trust you. All I hear is fucking every little mistake. It's like fucking piece of shit. But I feel like I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Because it's like it's so perfectly recorded. Like everything's so perfect that like any little thing that's off, it's like not right. Like there's no margin for error. And then you have to make it interesting and still fucking like ridiculous enough to like be worth it. Because like right now, like you have to be fucking God mode in the fucking. Yeah, I was standing too close to the picture, exactly. Oh fuck. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I figure I want to like get like a really good take of this and like post it and see what people think. Because it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of fucking retarded. But the whole point of me doing this series was, one, is to show people me getting back in shape and training, and two, is to prove once and for all that the internet fucks with me. Because like I'm the only person that can do 120 streams. How many have I done of this jam shit? It's got to be at least 100, right? For like 3 months I've been doing this, 3-4 months. So I probably did between 90 and 120 of these streams in the past couple of months. And I'm the only person that goes down in views. Like, my martial arts stream, everything's like, it's like, once and for all, people can't say I'm faking anything, people can't say I don't train, and people can't say I'm lying about being fucking suppressed on the internet. So I proved my point. Yeah, they've been, ever since the apocalypse, when Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, and the Ninja Guy, there was the apocalypse, and when those three guys came, that was the end of fucking having a chance of doing anything on the internet. Well, I'm probably showing because you clicked on it, so they it's like they'll allow people who like find something and like if you'll stay on it, but they don't serve it anywhere. It's really weird. I mean, look, I have 1,800 people on my phone, 1,500, 1,800 fucking followers now, and I'll never. It doesn't matter what I'm streaming. I'll never get more than 5 people ever. Like I'll get like a spike of 20 people. They all down. I also have people who literally stalk me every day. I show the stream, and they stalk me just to come on and download the stream as soon as it starts. Like there's literally groups of people that do this every day. It's crazy. But yeah, I probably should fucking get going. And I promised the cat I would hang out with him, and he's mad at me. I'm also in his spot right now. Well, if they download the videos right in the it won't serve it. It says, oh, people don't like this. So basically what they'll do is they'll have a bunch of their friends come in at once. They all hit the downvote and they leave. And then it tells the algorithm, oh, we don't want to see this. I'm going to eat some fucking hot and sour soup and go to sleep. He's right there, actually. Like I wish I could show you. He's like literally sitting underneath the fucking camera. But, right, Appa? He's happy as a pig in shit right now. But my eyes been fucked up, so I haven't been letting him sleep with me. So he's like upset because it's been like a week since he's been allowed in the fucking bedroom. And I feel bad, He needs some attention. Right, fat fuck? Hey, fatso. Yeah. Alright, man. Have a good night, my man. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm glad you like it. At least I know somebody who plays guitar. I thought it was cool. So I know it's not a complete piece of shit. I'm not ripping my fingers apart for nothing. So, your fucking kung fu be well. You leave your kung fu one day, it leaves you for 2. Humans, I say I love you. Gift for your presence, price your attitude. Alright, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.